I'm going to give you some plays that by the numbers say these players should go over their prop tonight. I'm going to give my analysis on top of that. First player we're looking at, De'Aaron Fox. We're looking at his points. His line is on the night is 25.5. So he has a projection of 32.8. They are playing Milwaukee. The game is in Sacramento. Let's look at De'Aaron Fox a little closer. As you can see, in 7 out of his last 10, he's went over 25.5. Not in his last 3, though. Defensively, Milwaukee's a good defensive team. His last game against Milwaukee, he only had 15 points. So you have to take all that in consideration, take the matchup into consideration. It looks like Milwaukee's favored by 2. Who all is playing tonight, I'm not sure of the final lineups, but he's a favorite of -120 to go over, -110 to go under. Have to look at it a little bit further to see which way I'm going to go on it. But this is a number that's definitely attainable for the over tonight. Second player I'm looking at is going to be James Wiseman. We're looking at his assist. Detroit versus Indiana. Game's in Detroit, so Wiseman's in home. His line is 0.5 assist. The projection is 2.42 assists. That's looking at Wiseman a little bit closer. As you can see, in his last 10, he's only hit that 3 out of 10 times. Assists allowed, Indiana's one of the worst in the league. Against his last game against Indiana, he had 0 assists. So this is a tough one here. He's very heavily favored, -199. I wouldn't take the over on this. I wouldn't bet the over on it just because of the number. Plus 143 is better value here, I think. But he may go over. He may go over in this one. So this one here, you kind of got to do a little bit more historical tracking. Let's look at his season here for assist. Season 12 out of 31. He's hit this prop 39% of the time. So you have to take all that information in consideration and who they are playing against a team who allows a lot of assists from the center position. Third player I'm looking at is going to be Klay Thompson. Looking at his rebounds, Golden State. His line is 3.5. His projection is 5.88. They are playing Phoenix. The game is in Golden State. Let's look at Klay a little bit closer. Klay has went over this mark 7 out of his last 10 games. Phoenix is middle of the road defensively when it comes to rebounds allowed, offensive rebounds allowed, defensive rebounds allowed, and the shooting guard position. They're one of the better defensive teams against the shooting guard position. Against Phoenix this year, Klay has had 0, 5, and 5 rebounds. The last 2 games, he had 5 rebounds. So he's averaging 3.3 against them. But I like the 2 games where he's had at least 5 rebounds, the 2 most recent games. Look at his last 30. In his last 30, he's hit this prop 57% of the time. Klay, to me, still is a strong candidate to go over. I feel more in line with his projection here. But still, more research needs to be done. Looks like Golden State's favored by 4.5. He's in a perfect position to go over 3.5 rebounds tonight. And the fourth player I'm looking at is going to be DeJounte Murray, Atlanta. We're looking at his points, rebounds, and assists. Line is 31.5. Projection is 35.97. They are playing Minnesota. Let's look at this game a little bit closer. As you can see, Murray's only went over this prop 4 out of his last 10 games. The prop is 31.5, by the way. Defense he's playing, middle of the road. They're not good. Versus rebounds, they're not good against the point guard position. No previous games against Minnesota this year. Let's look at his season. For the season, he's hit this prop 54% of the time, 34 out of 63 games. So he's right in line to go over, from what I'm seeing. Against a defense that's not very good. But you have to take everything into consideration. Look at the matchups a little bit better. If we look down here at the guard position, Minnesota's giving up the over to Dinwiddie, Curry, Melton, just in the last week. Maxey, Huter, they did not give up the over to Fox and Malik Monk. So pretty much 50-50 on giving up the over to these types of guards. What is the spread here? The spread is -115. We can go down here and look at the -115s, over, under. So you just got to take all information into consideration. How this player is playing in the last 10 is one of the strong indicators to me. His last 3, he hasn't went over this. He may be due to go over 31.5. They watch their numbers also. So those are 4 players I'm looking at today. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. You can get the way I'm gonna go with Prizepicks and the books over on Patreon. I may not use any of these players, or I may use them, not sure. More research needs to be done. You can get all my premium content over on Patreon. That is all I have for today. To the next video. Peace.